guys know that I've learned a lot of languages over the years, okay? Although in this channel, I've only basically done Python, Java, and C++, and you guys know which of those I really don't like. Java, bruh. But because you guys are so desperate for tier lists and I really want to roast some languages today, we are going to be doing an epic programming languages tier list. Let's do it. Hello everybody, I'm Kara, and today we're going to be ranking all of these epic programming languages and some not so epic ones. We know which ones those are. And to make this a bit more interesting for you guys, I'm going to code in all of them, okay? Except for the blue ones, I made them into a separate category because I'm just too lazy to learn them and they are kind of bad. Okay, we'll see about that, but like, I'm not coding in those. But before we jump into the video, just a couple things. First, my Patreon is now live. I've posted 2 live solves there. The third one's coming up next Thursday, and I've posted 1 blog. Those come out every Monday. So if you guys are interested in that kind of thing and want to support me more, please make sure to sign up there. I'll also be happy to provide some amount of mentorship to those of you guys who are VIP patrons. And of course, if you're even a $10 patron, I would be happy to take any suggestions you guys want and make them into videos on the Patreon. The second thing is make sure to check out Brilliant, the sponsor of this video. They have very cool classes and stuff, so make sure to use my link in the description if you guys want to subscribe to them. But just something I really want to say about Brilliant, like I really wish that I started Brilliant in middle school because there's a lot of cool stuff to learn there and I would have learned so much if I just started with it. It's really fun. And lastly, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. It really helps me out and you guys have been doing it, so I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. So without any further ado, let us jump into the video. I am actually going to reorder this because I do not want to start with ones I'm bad at, so let us do that. Alright, epic, the reordering is done. Let us get started with Java, okay? Now, you guys know what I feel about Java. I hate Java, dude. Like, why do you have to type system.out.println just to print something? Come on. Like, what? Why? To give Java a little bit of credit, like, it has a cool logo. Okay, I'll give it that. Like, maybe, I guess. I mean, it's a coffee cup. Everybody likes coffee. And also, it's, like, not too slow, so, like, I mean, I got that. But it's still gonna go in the C tier because I hate Java. And it's all behind the thing, but that doesn't matter. I don't know why Java was the first language I learned. The only reason you learn Java is to do ABCS, inheritance, and polymorphism nonsense, which is horrible in itself. But as per my promise, we're going to code something in Java, so let's do it. So what we're going to be coding in all these languages is a sum of squares, okay? So we're basically just going to pass in a list and it has to return the sum of the list. So we're going to have like a public, no, we don't even need, I don't remember public nonsense in Java, god dang it doesn't need to be public. And now we're going to do system.out.println just to do this, and you have to import like Java util star and stuff if you want to do all the nonsense. God dang it, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna rant anymore about Java, okay? You guys know it's bad. Some squares of what about like, I don't know, let's just choose some random ones. 4, 5, 7, 13, 17. I don't know why I'm choosing only prime numbers. This is racist. Okay, we gotta choose non-prime numbers. 20. Okay, there we go. Alright. So what is the actual answer to this? I legit don't know. Whatever, let's just make sure it runs. I've not coded in Java in eons, so this might suck. Bruh. Okay, static boys. Okay, there we go. Hey, very nice. Okay. Now, while I was writing this code, I was reminded of another thing I hate about Java. It's the new, dude. Yeah, like, everything is so wordy in Java. Like, if you want to make an array list, you have to do, like, array list, integer. Oh my god, it takes me forever to type this even. R list is equal to new array list. Oh my god. This hurts. This hurts my soul. In C++, all you gotta do is vector int, and you're done. That's not how you type it. Nope. There we go. Epic. R list, and you're done. It's literally that easy. But anyways, we know Java's bad, but we got our answer, 1778. Moving on. Okay, Python. Now I know Python is super slow, and it's named after a snake, which is kind of nasty. No, I'm kidding. I like snakes too. I literally had one on my wall. If you guys are OG Carrara fans, you guys know that. But even though it's super slow for competitive programming, and I wouldn't recommend it for competitive programming, there are so many other applications to CS, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, Python is good for literally everything other than competitive programming. It's crazy. It could do machine learning, it could do hacking. I don't know why I know that. don't like expose me. No, kidding, I'm kidding. It could do cryptography. It could do backend for web. It could do like database stuff. I don't know. There's so much stuff you can do with Python. You can do whatever you want. Web scraping. The list just goes on and on. Oh wait, I completely forgot the whole reason why Python is so good in the first place is that it's so easy to learn too. Bruh. So definitely S tier. I think it's gonna stay at the top of the S tier for a very long time. I don't think even C++ could even compare. I know that's scandalous, but Python is the best. Okay, we'll def our function sum squares, and essentially what we could do is we can actually use a map function, I think, for this. So return sum of map lambda x. Another cool thing about Python are lambda functions, and they do exist in other programming languages, but Python, like, lambda functions are very easy to use, so very cool stuff. But yeah, and another thing, they also have very easy squaring. Other ones you have to do like pow x comma 2, but here you just got your own built-in like exponentiation function. It's so good. And nums. Okay, let's see. Hey, we got 1778. If only it was 1738, then I could meme it. That is so sad. Okay, moving on. We know Python is epic. Alright, C++, you gotta know, holds a very special place in my heart because it saved me from the horrible clutches of Java. I used to be a noob who did all their USACO in Java, and then I got to like this A-star class, and everybody was using C++, and I saw the light. C++ is the way to go for competitive programming. The reason why C++ is so good is because it's so close to machine code that it runs extremely fast. Like no other language on this list is gonna get close. Well, okay, fine. Assembly like is closer, even closer to machine code because C++ goes to assembly, goes to machine code. But like C++ is as faster as you're gonna get. The only problem with C++ is I was trying to use it to like code like a SQLite database interface for like my internship, and it was kind of annoying to code in because they have very basic functions and there's like not much you could do. It's not very flexible and easy to use, but it is very fast. That is a good thing. Okay, you guys probably already know where this is going on the list. That's right, S tier, but sadly can't beat Python because Python is just too good. So C++, do it. Alright, and then we just do for literally the same thing. We just copy and paste the Java code, honestly. It's okay. I forgot how to do array lengths in this because in USACO you just got n all the time, but this should work. Yeah, it's like size of over size of int. Okay, this is kind of nasty in C++, I will admit. Over size of int. Okay. Or up sum square r. Alright. Oh, okay. Bruh. See, I actually had to like pass in the n, so I guess that is something that C++ doesn't know how to do. That's so sad. And then over here we could actually pass in size of array. Size of array over size of int. I guess that kind of makes sense because basically what it was saying on Stack Overflow, because Stack Overflow is my friend, is that like it gets converted back to a pointer when it get passed into a function, so you actually don't know the length of it. Dude, I like how C++ took me the longest of the three. Am I a fake C++ fan? I wonder. Maybe I am. I'm sorry, guys. It is still in S tier, okay? Java is still in C tier. That is how it's going to stay forever. Alright, C#. Now, C# is actually like kind of similar to Java, but it has a C in it. So like, I'm kind of conflicted. Does it go with Java or does it go with C++? Now, I'm not going to lie. The reason why I hate Java is not because of the name. It's mostly because of like how wordy it is to write stuff. So C# kind of falls into the same category, so I'm sorry, C#, you're going in there. You're slightly better than Java though, because you're related to C++, and I love C++. Basically, the only time I've used C# is for coding Discord bots, because one of the Discord bots I modified for Quizbowl was like written in C#. And I've also used it for Unity, right, which is like for game dev. Oh yeah, another thing that's better about C# is console.writeLine instead of system.out.println. Actually, is that? I don't know. I guess they're kind of similar in length, so I guess it's not even better. That's so sad. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if I did the C++ one in a vector form, that would have been so much faster. You know what? I'm just going to do that, show you guys, because vectors are pretty good too. Vectors are basically like resizable arrays. It's kind of good. Hashtag include vector. We can either make this array.size, right? That would work. C++ also has for each loop, which is epic, so we could just do an arm, and we're good. Yeah, so this is like the cleanest C++ code. I don't know what I was doing before. Okay, does this work? Oh, oops, it's more close to Java than C++. I knew that. There we go. That should work. Alright, easy. Moving on. Back to C. Honestly, this is the same as C++, except it's a bit worse. Not gonna lie. Like, C++ has all the features of C, but C has like a bunch of like, I don't know. C just feels a little bit worse to me. It doesn't have like C and that kind of thing. I don't know exactly like all the differences between them, but I just know that C++ feels a bit more natural to code in, so I'm gonna put it at an A tier, okay? Like, you still have the benefits of it being really fast and that kind of thing. I just prefer C++. Do I really have to do it in C too? I mean, fine, I'll do it in C. Yeah, like the problem with C is that there's no vectors, so I actually had to do it the old-fashioned way. You know, I'm just gonna undo that and copy it and then pretend I did it in C. That's the big brain strat. Alright, we just change this to stdioh.h, okay, and we take out that nonsense. And then we, instead of this, we do printf, %d, that thing, format strings, very cool. Take out that, and we are good. Epic. That was too easy. Alright, next we got oh no. No, why? And if you guys don't know what assembly is, it's basically what C gets converted into before it gets converted to bytes, right? Like essentially every assembly command has like a fixed byte representation, so once you convert your C code to assembly, it's really easy to convert it to like actual bits on a computer. So actually, I don't know, could I show you guys? Let's see. So you can see this is basically what my function over here gets converted to in assembly. So we're done, right? I don't have to code in assembly. I already got this pre-made for me by with a compiler. Let's go. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'll make a assembly version for you guys. Let's do it. Yeah, basically 61C, the class that I took at Berkeley, has a built-in assembly editor, so that's cool. But I literally forgot everything, dude. Let's see. Okay. Oh god. Oh no. Well, let's see. Can we edit memory? Oh, we could. Okay, you know, let's just code out the function for now, and then we could actually do the things. I don't know. Let's just do an example. So we'll have add x1, x0, 0. Okay. Essentially, that sets x1 to 0, right? Now that we have x1 to 0, we could basically just do a for loop. Let's just try it. So we would basically do BEQ, and it goes to end, and then we just add 1 to it. Add I, x1, x1, 1. Okay, we should probably just do like add e, x2, comma, x0, comma, 5. And basically x0 is always 0 originally, so that's why this works. x2. Alright, so let's try simulating this, okay? Step. So let's look at our registers. Our x1 is now 0, right? Okay. So then we step. Alright. Now our x2 is 5, right? Then we step. Then we basically... Oh, we gotta... Whoops, forgot to do something. We gotta actually put a jump so it goes back to the top of the for loop. We step, step. We go. It jumps back to the top of the for loop. It checks if it's equal to 5. It'll go down here. Then it'll go back up to there. And what is our x1? It's 2 right now, so we'll keep going. Alright, now it is 5. So once we go here, it should go to the end. And hooray, we finished. Let's go. Easy. So that is the basic concept. Now, storing an array is a little bit more complicated because you actually have to store it in memory. So let's see if we can do that. I'm just going to do a mini one because it's kind of nasty. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 5, and 7. So that should be 25 plus 49 plus 1 is 50, 75. Okay, so our answer should be 75. Yeah, so anyways, we'll just run through it, and then by the end, our thing should have the sum of the squares in the last thing. So let's do it. x5, where do we want? 4b, what is that? 4 times 16 plus b is 11. 75, let's go, it actually worked. Let's go. Okay, I'll also show you guys how it worked. Let's reset and step. So this is basically just storing everything. So essentially you go through the loop once, it adds x5, so now it's 1. Then we go through it again. Then now it is 1a, which basically adds 25, right? That's 16 plus 10 is 26, right? And then we go through it one more time, and hooray, it becomes 75. Let's go. Bruh, that took way too long. Why did I spend so long trying to code an assembly thing? Bruh. Okay, well, I can't really say that assembly is worse than Java, because Java, like, it's supposed to be good, but it's not. Assembly is not supposed to be, like, nice for programming. The whole point is that it's a low level, but seriously though, I have not seen anybody use assembly in my life. Bro, the only guy I saw use assembly was this guy who was trying to code a tiny snake game to put on a QR code, and it still didn't work, so I gotta say, assembly's kind of, you know, kind of sucks. Like, I mean, technically I use it, but, like, nobody's actually gonna code in assembly. Next, we got JavaScript. So the reason I put like JavaScript in a separate category than HTML and CSS is because JavaScript is good. HTML and CSS suck, okay? Bruh, I hate frontend so much. It's so annoying trying to get all the like divs to align and stuff. You guys will know what I mean when you guys get into web dev and stuff. But JavaScript is really nice because it's kind of like Python, except with like braces and like it's not a white space language. It's really good. I like it a lot. The only whack thing is that there's no difference between like ints and doubles, so you actually like whenever you divide, it's guaranteed to divide to a double, which is really confusing and it's annoying, but like that's the only bad thing about JavaScript. There's literally stuff for backend, frontend, and like everything in between on JavaScript. So you can do everything only knowing JavaScript. So I'm definitely gonna say it's an H tier language. I'm not gonna say it's an S tier because like I hate web dev, dude. Web dev is really annoying, but like JavaScript is the best language there is out there for web dev, okay? Okay, let's do it. JavaScript. So we're just gonna use Node.js. That's like the server-side variant of JavaScript. Like with normal JavaScript, you have to set it up with HTML because it runs in your browser, but with Node.js, you can run it on your computer, which is good. Or in fact, what you could do is you could do like sum squares is equal to, and then like this. It's really nice. And we could do r, and then we could do r.map like x to, we want to map it to x squared, right? And then we want to dot reduce it, and we could do like a comma b returns a plus b. Okay, and we just return that. Easy, dude, that was so fast. I love JavaScript, dude. JavaScript's amazing. Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna promote it to C because that was beautiful, okay? Alright, SQLite. So basically this logo is for SQLite, but SQL has so many stupid dialects, dude. There's like PostgreSQL, I don't know how to pronounce it. There's SQLite, there's so many other random ones. I don't even know what they all are, but they're all slightly different, which is so stupid. You gotta literally learn like each one that you want to use on a different project if you want to use a different one. It's so bad. But it is okay, okay? SQL is actually a very good language, I will admit that. It's not really a programming language in the sense that you can't do anything you want with SQL, right? But when you use it for the right application, SQL is so good. You could use it for databases and it literally lets you do anything you want. So I got some SQLite online thing. Let's find that. I have the most experience with SQLite, but you guys play around with like the other types. So now we can basically just do drop table demo, right? Alright, run that. Easy. And now we want to create table of numbers, right? Numbers. And what do we want in the table? So we definitely want the number, right? Int or num int, right? Let's just put some names with the numbers just to make this more interesting, because doing sum of squares in a SQL database is kind of not showcasing what you could do with SQL. You could do so much cool stuff with SQL. So why don't we like add Bob's name to it? So we could do like name text, right? And then we could like store more information about him, like, I don't know, favorite color. Color, text, easy. Okay, so basically the cool thing is you could do that, and let's just run that and create it. So now we can insert stuff into our table. So now let's insert into numbers values. So we'll do like 1, Bob, blue. I don't know. And then we could do 2. Or no, 5. I don't know. What's another generic name? That's not Casper. Red. Oh wait, whoops. Should actually be using single quotes. Not entirely sure if it matters, but usually in SQL you use single quotes. And then we got 7, comma. Dude, why are generic names so hard to think of? God dang it. Alright, we're gonna go with Jeff. Oh, that's a pretty good generic name. I should have thought of that first. Green. Okay. And I'll do the rest. Actually, you know what? I'm just too bored of thinking of generic names. We're just gonna copy and paste this guy like 5 times. Alright. Actually, we could do this. So we can actually write multiple lines. Delete from numbers, right? And then we insert into it, and then at the very end we'll just select from numbers, just to make sure we got it. Select from numbers. Alright, let's go. We got our numbers in there, okay? So essentially, if we wanted to, for example, like select all the numbers greater than a certain thing, we could do select num from numbers, where, like, I don't know, num is greater than 10. Oh, there's 2. It shows you both. This is so good. Yeah, so you basically get all your numbers greater than 10. But if we actually want to get the like square of the numbers, we could do select sum of num times num from numbers, and we could just take this out. Numbers, okay, there we go, and we should be able to see it. 1778, let's go. Easy. Yeah, there's like a ton more stuff you could do with SQL, but this is just a very tiny subset of what you could do. Like, you could select all the guys, all the rows with their name is Bob, right? There you go. You got all the ones that are named Bob. Okay, moving on. So actually, wait, we didn't even put SQL. Why didn't we put it in already? Okay. Well, okay. I'm not really a fan of SQL, but like, it's pretty cool. It's really fun to use, but I'm just gonna say it's not like super cool. Okay, Rust. So Rust, I don't really know much about, but I do know that it is typed. It is like Python-like, kind of. No, not really at all. Not really at all, bro. But it runs really fast. It's like as fast as C++, but it is also like memory safe. So it's a high-level language with the speed of C++. So it's kind of cool. I don't know too much about it, but I'm gonna probably put it at the A tier, cause like, I don't know. I don't know too many people who use it. Probably better than C though, so I'm gonna put it there. Is it better than JavaScript? Nah. Okay, nobody could beat JavaScript in my heart. You know what? I'm moving up JavaScript to an S tier, dude. JavaScript is too good. So let's code something in Rust. So you can do sum squares and then like that. And you probably had to do like, what's weird about Rust is that you literally had to say whether a variable is mutable. Like, you could change it. So in order to make our tot changeable, we gotta say it's mutable. And then we could just do tot plus equals x times x. And over here, it's kind of weird. You gotta do this weird format string thing, and we should be good. Tot. Okay. Oh, gotta put this in here. Okay. And we'll do sum squares vec. Oh, oops. And then you can just do tot like that if you want to return it. Okay. Vec I32. Okay. And let's try that. Epic. Okay, there we go. That took a while, but we did it. Alrighty, now we got HTML and CSS. And as I said when I was talking about JavaScript, I hate HTML and CSS, dude. Like, I'm not even gonna do the like random layout coding and stuff now because it's so nasty, but I'll do a little bit of coding for you guys just to show you guys how bad it is. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, we'll call it sum squares for the meme. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have an input, and then we're gonna basically like do stuff based on what the input does. Okay. That was very eloquently stated, but let's do it. Okay, that worked. Okay. And then what we could do is we can make a script over here. So we could do script document.get element by ID form add events listener. Then we could do submit, and then we could do a function that basically takes in the E, and then we could just say dot value over here. So over here we could basically do console.log input.value. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so if we put like 1, 2, 3, 4, we get that. Okay, actually we'll do comma separated. Okay, so now that we did this, we could just like do our function over here. And then it's 1 plus 4 plus 9, and that is 14. Let's go, it's working. So one last thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna make like a div or a paragraph thing just to print out 1, 2, 3. Hey, it works, let's go. And if we put in our actual test case, we could just copy that in. It's too easy, come on. Okay, moving on. So, I didn't put in the, the thing again, but I do not like HTML and CSS. It's so cancer, so it's definitely going after Java, dude. It's so bad. Okay, Scala. I don't know much about Scala. I just know that it's used for like Spark, right? They use Scala to code like Apache Spark, MapReduce, that kind of thing. That's the only time I use it. It's kind of like Java though. The syntax is kind of like Java, so I'm gonna put it before Java because Java just sucks, and that's how we're gonna keep it. Hold up, I did not look at that properly. For each sum plus equals. Oh, wait, that's massive brain. That's cool. That is very cool. Well, it compiled. Let's go. We did Scala. Very epic. Alright, hello from me from the future. Isn't that crazy? I even got a haircut that kind of sucks. I don't even know what's going on, dude. Bruh. At least it's better than nothing, okay? Dude, I literally couldn't finish recording last time because it was taking too long, and I had a meeting that day, and I had to go back for the long weekend, so I didn't have my recording station anymore, so that's why I didn't get a video out. But we are back, and it is time to finish off the video and continue where we left off with Bash. So basically what Bash stands for is Born Again Shell. So it's essentially a shell scripting thing. Watch my epic Bash scripting video if you guys are interested. It's really cool. But what's really cool about it is that it lets you do everything you do in terminal. Like, it lets you go between directories, it lets you copy stuff, it lets you move stuff, it lets you do everything, and it's all the same commands. So you could automate a lot of stuff using Bash. But because it's such a specific thing, you mostly only use it for like terminal stuff and stuff where you gotta do file, like movements and stuff. I'm gonna put it after SQLite because like, it's kind of the same idea. It's like really specialized and it's pretty cool, but it's not that cool. Honestly though, I kind of like Bash more, so sorry SQLite, you're getting out of here. So let us code something in it. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to pass in the arguments like you would in a normal like terminal command, right? Like for example, if you did git commit like x is your argument. So that's how we're going to do it. Alright, then we do taunt plus, or taunt equals, this nonsense, $taunt plus, and then we do some fancy dollar stuff. Don't ask me how this makes sense, but that is actually how you access the ith argument. And then we do echo $taunt, and we should be good. Alright, so obviously we didn't pass any arguments in there, so it's not gonna work. So let's try doing 1. Alright, let's try doing 1, 3. Alright, let's try doing 1, 3, 5. Let's go, it's working. So why don't we actually put the arguments for our normal function, 1, 5, 7, 17, 19, 20, 22. 1778, we did it. Very nice. Now obviously this script doesn't even show what you could do with Bash. Let me just do a little bit more so you guys can see how good Bash is. We could, for example, just go through all the files. Let's say we added like a.txt, right? a.txt, and we added b.txt, and each of them had their own number, right? Like this is like 5 and this is like 2, I don't know, so our answer should be 29, right? Then what we could do is we could do for f in star.txt. We want to first get the value from the file, right? So we do val equals $cat $f, and then we basically just square the value and we should be good. So now if we run this, we get 29. Nice. And even if we wanted to, like, I don't know, make a subdirectory, sub, and we added a file to that, and we did x.txt, and we did 10 or something, then we could even cd into sub. Then we could put this over here. Alright, then we do cd ... and we should get 129. Isn't that so good? I don't know, Bash is so nice. Okay, moving on to Elixir. Now, I have kind of PTSD with Elixir because I literally used it so much last summer. No, like 2 summers ago. And it was cancer, dude. It literally doesn't have for loops and stuff, and you have like, I don't know, you had to do everything recursively. It's so weird, but I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's like a functional programming language, so it was good to learn that. So why don't we code with it? Actually, first, let's rank it. I really did not like using Elixir. It was kind of annoying. I don't really like that kind of style, but it was cool in a way. I'm going to put it as B tier, but like after SQLite. It is definitely better than Java though. At least it's kind of cool. Bro, it's so sad. Rebel doesn't actually provide a template for you to start with, so I actually had to like get a refresher for this before I actually started this video. So we could do def module. What about like, I don't know, we'll just call it bruh. And essentially in our def module we will have a function. Nope, that's not what I want. And we actually have to be a little bit creative here because we can't just do a for loop normally. So essentially we have to do recursion, right? So we need a base case, and that is if the array is empty, we just return 0. So we're going to do a case array. Do, and if the array is empty, then we return 0. And then if it's not empty, we want to do the sum of the first guy, no, the sum of the square of the first guy plus the sum of the squares of the rest of the array. So we can do something like, another cool thing about like Elixir is that it has pattern matching. So you can just do this, right? And then it'll be like, okay, how does array fit into here? Okay, so the head goes into the head, and then the rest of the array goes into tail. 1778, let's go. Very nice. Okay, moving on. Oh no. Oh no. Bruh. If you've taken Berkeley 61A, you guys know what the next one is. It's Scheme. Bruh. Basically, Scheme, you guys will see how bad it is, but basically it's like Elixir, but everything is parentheses. The only punctuation and only like syntax is parentheses. So, I guess. Oh no. Okay. Honestly, like, it's kind of in the same category as RISC-V, where it's so bad that nobody uses it, but it's kind of cool. I don't know. Yeah, it's going over here. Bye-bye. So essentially, the way we define a function in Scheme is by using parentheses. Okay, you got parentheses, define, and then you got more parentheses, sum squares, holy, and then you got array, okay? And then we got to actually do recursion, because no for loops here. So we got to do a const, and basically this is just like checking if things are true, and then we basically have a bunch of true or false statements. So first statement is the array null, right? Null, question mark, array. And if it's null, then we want to return 0. Okay. Then the other case is if it is like not null, then we basically want to return the like square of the like head of the array, which is char r. Bro, this is so bad. Holy moly. Look at that beauty. You literally have to do like operations like that. It's so bad. 17, 19, 20, 22. Try that. Epic, let's go. And that was not easy. I can't even say that because that was so bad. Oh my god. I hate parentheses now. Okay, we're almost done. MATLAB. Let's see. Alright, we got MATLAB now. So MATLAB, honestly, it's literally just Python except for like engineers and stuff. So it's not particularly good or bad. I honestly don't like it. Like, why not just use Python? Bruh. So I'm just gonna put it here. It's like another of those like specifically good for engineers, but like not very good in general. So it's okay. It's okay. I honestly couldn't find a good like interpreter for MATLAB, so I guess I'm not going to be using that. So sorry about that, can't do a MATLAB one, but just believe me, it's like Python but bad. Okay, last one we got is Go before we got the blue ones. So Go definitely I think is an A-tier language. I think it's better than C in fact, and it's pretty fun to code in. I like it a lot. I don't know what else to say about it though. I don't know too much about like all its properties. What's cool is you don't even have to give like the type, it's nice. And then you just do tot plus equals element. Or times element, and you don't even need any like semicolons, and we just return top. Noise. Epic, very nice. Bruh, what did not work? Oh, I didn't do printf, that's why. It's print line. Oh my, completely forgot. There we go, that should be better. Epic, nice. So now we have finished all the ones we actually had to code in, now we get to roast the rest. Okay, you guys know what this one is. I'm not gonna actually say it out loud, but like, let me just show you how it looks. Okay, it sucks. It's definitely going like bottom of D tier. Basically the reason why it's famous is because like, it's the shortest like number of instructions, but it's still pretty bad. Yeah, this is how code looks. It's very nice. Bruh. Yeah, not happening. I'm not ever learning how to do that. Bruh. Okay, Redstone. Redstone's actually pretty good. Okay, definitely going in C tier. Minecraft is epic. Okay, if you guys don't like Minecraft, you guys suck. Machine code. Machine code's actually pretty good. It's at least fast. Okay, like Scheme is interpreted, it's slow, and it sucks. But machine code's at least a little fast. Okay, Rockstar. Bruh, dude, I learned about this while doing Pico CTF, but basically, let me show you, Rockstar programming language. This is how the code looks. It literally looks like a song, but it actually does something. It's crazy. This is FizzBuzz, apparently. I don't know how that works. Okay, but it is definitely pretty cool, but still, I think it's better than Scheme. Okay, nothing. Bruh, if you're worse than Scheme, that's just sad. RISC-V. And finally we got R. Now R is like a legit language. It's basically like Python, except for like people who are just mainly doing data analysis and that kind of stuff. So basically like a ton of people who don't want to learn pure CS and don't want to learn Python, they just use R because it's a bit easier. So I'm gonna put it at B tier. I think it's one of those things where it's like kind of like MATLAB, I would say. So let's put it there. Alright, we finally finished the tier list. That was a long video, god dang it. That took me forever to record too. But it's okay, we at least did it. I hope you guys enjoyed though. If you guys have any problems with my tier list, bring it up and I will fight you 1v1 to the death. No, I'm kidding. But this is what I think. I really like the languages at the top and I really hate the languages at the bottom. That's how a tier list is supposed to work, so very nice. But that's all I got for you guys today. As always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. But other than that, that's all I got to say. So thank you guys for watching again and I will see you next time.